Welcome back to another episode of the Gaming Oracle. This time the question we're going to try to tackle is, should I get a tattoo? And if I do, what should it be? Tattoo time up in here, all right. Well, first of all, that's two questions. We only allow one question, so you're probably going to confuse me and the cards. But we're going to do our best to answer this twosie, if you will, this time around. So, should I get a tattoo? If I do, what should it be? Going through this, in response to, I'm going to break it into two. I'm going to leave one card per question because that's all we can allow. That's all our budget affords here. Should I get a tattoo? What I'm going to play is the Ace of, is it Spears? Spears! Ace of Spears. Now, if that's not a big thumbs up, I don't know what is. Basically, that card's telling us this is a great idea. Let's go forward. It's kind of like in Ghostbusters when Venkman said, I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it. So hop on that train. Let's do this. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go in whole hog. You can ease into this. Means, maybe you start with a small tattoo. You don't have to get, a giant battleship across your chest to begin with. Let's start small. Maybe you get a little tiny little Hello Kitty on your finger or something. I don't know. Something small to start out. Or you could do some temporary tattoos. If you go out on the interwebs, I know I Googled temporary tattoos and came up with like 1,000 different Etsy shops that've got temp tattoos you can use. Try one out, see if you like it. You could go through several until you find the special tattoo that you really like. Or go down to the local Chuck E. Cheese, play some skee ball, get enough tickets, you can go win yourself a nice tattoo you can put on. I will tell you this, when applying, don't do what I did as a kid. Use water and put it on instead of licking them. Licking them will get the job done, but they usually adhere to your tongue, which means your tongue looks freaking awesome. But after about 15 to 20 of those on your tongue, and then they wipe off when you close your mouth, you start to feel a little woozy. Don't do it. Put it on your arm, use a sponge or something like that. Not on your tongue. Got it? All right. The next thing. So that answers, should you get one? We're all about it. Take your time if you want to, or jump in, whatever you want to do. Next question, though. What do you get? I don't know. Everybody's different. Make sure you get the right thing. The card we got here is Grave Robbing. Oh my, that sounds spooky. One other thing to remember though, before you do settle on your tattoo, remember it costs about $100 to put it on. If you don't like it, it's going to cost you about $10,000 to take it right back off. So make sure you get the right one. And this is saying grave robbing. Well, what's that mean? I think we can interpret this a few different ways. One way you could go is perhaps you could honor someone who has passed, a dead person. Perhaps there's someone special in your life that you want to remember and build an art memento to them on your shoulder or back or wherever you want to. Maybe it's a relative who passed, or maybe a celebrity that you really love. You want Elvis up there because, he's the king, right? Go get you an Elvis tattoo. It'd be pretty sweet. The only thing I would recommend is, make sure before you get a person's face tattooed on your body, you know that the artist that's going to do it doesn't totally suck. Because if you get someone who's not that great, it's going to end up looking like you've got Quato jumping out of your shoulder from Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. If you remember Quato, the guy that was coming out of the dude's stomach. It's going to look terrible. It's going to be really creepy and not good. I've searched those tattoo fails. I've seen them. I know it's bad. Make sure you get a good artist. Again, $10,000 to take it off if it sucks. So make sure you do a little research before you jump in on this. So that's one idea. Maybe to honor someone who's passed. It's some grave robbing action. Or maybe it means you need to copy a tattoo from someone who has already passed. And now, in my research on this, either my Google foo stinks or I don't know, but everything that was coming up when I was trying to Google like tattoos on dead people was coming up with old people. And one thing I will say is, if you get a cool tattoo, guess what? It's still going to look cool when you're old. When you're in the nursing home, that whatever you get that's awesome is still going to look awesome. They're going to love it. You're going to be the talk of the nursing home. So don't worry about that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, when you get old, it's going to look like crap. That butterfly you got's going to be all droopy and sad looking. No, it's still going to look awesome. So don't be afraid of that. Get your tattoo. Everybody will love it from now till the time you pass. The only person I could think of that died and had some cool tattoos was Amy Winehouse. I know she had a bunch of them. I know there's probably a million celebrities out there and I just don't pay attention. But anyways, Amy Winehouse, what did she have? I remember she had like a tribal feather and she had like an ankh on her back. I think it was her back. I don't know, a picture of an ankh. And I want to say there was one tattoos to one of the Egyptian gods. I forgot which one. So there's an idea. Maybe go find a favorite celebrity that has passed. Copy one of their tattoos. Do a little grave robbing in that fashion, right? That could be cool. That is another thing I did notice in all my Google research is that stuff they tattooed way back in the day, it's the same crap we're doing today. Gods, goddesses, people, flowers, animals. Now, like cars and stuff were a little bit different. So, they didn't have Ferraris back then. But same kind of stuff then as they're doing now. Guess we'll take a station break for answering the door. So continuing on there. Sorry, I had to stop and answer the door. Interruptions. The same thing they did back in the day is the same thing you do now. They all still look cool. Different things, like I said, the cars were different, battleships were different back then. Now you get a big aircraft carrier. Back then you get something like a galley or galleon. So times change, but the material that people got tattooed is basically the same stuff, which means this stuff is timeless. It's awesome. Don't be afraid of it, but make sure you pick something you like. The third idea I had going with the whole grave robbing motif is maybe it's time to get some cool skulls. Maybe some cool skeletons, graveyard pictures, the whole, rest in peace tombstone. Maybe something cool there, right? Badass. Again, though, when you talk to your tattoo artist, make sure you are very specific. If you just say, give me something with bones on it, you may get a picture of a dude rubbing a bone out. That's going to be made fun of even in the nursing home. That's going to be priceless comedy to you. Again, you may have to pay $10,000 to get that one taken off. So make sure you're very specific. Make sure the artist knows what you're talking about. Otherwise, you may be a sad panda at the end of this. Anyways, I think that wraps it up. If you do get a tattoo, let us know what you got. I know my wife's got 3 tattoos. How many of you got? What do you have? What are some good ideas for tattoos to get? I don't know. Leave them below. Leave us a comment. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe. Leave us a comment for the question we can answer next time. Also, please go check out the Spunky Cauldron. They've got their own tarot cards there. I don't think they have this deck, but they've got a wide selection of other ones and all sorts of neat for your everyday magic needs. Check them out. I hope you enjoyed. Till next time.